You're watching Chicago's very own WGN News.
4:44 this morning. Oh, very cute. The American Kennel Club released its list of most popular dog breeds in the U.S. and here in Chicago. The Labrador Retriever tops both.
Dr. Tony's here to talk about it, but first we want to touch on this Beneful controversy. A lawsuit now being filed saying that Beneful, made by Purina, is making dogs sick and in some cases killing dogs. What can you tell us about this?
Well, these pet food problems are always scary. I mean, because I'm sure people are sitting home with that bag of food in their, their pantry and going, oh my God, should I continue feeding this or not? A couple of things. It is an isolated lawsuit in California. 3 pets in the same family are supposed to have gotten sick, and 1 has died from eating this food. But I don't know. I think there's probably hundreds of thousands of dogs that are on this food. I think it would be a much bigger deal if it was just killing dogs left and right. A lot of the online stuff, we know how that goes. Once things get viral like that, they go crazy. So.
And there are 3 families mentioned in this lawsuit, but we've been talking, and there are like 3,000 complaints in all of this when you look online. What would be in the food that would be making those dogs sick, if in fact it is? What are we talking about?
Well,
here?
I'll tell you, I think where it came from is the fact that I think that people saw propylene glycol on the label, which is an additive in antifreeze, and I think that kind of went, that was something that just sparked their interest.
Set off the alarms,
but propylene glycol is the safe form of antifreeze, the pet-friendly form that we use to try to make sure we protect our pets. Ethylene glycol is the toxic chemical that is in regular antifreeze that if pets do lick that or get that off the ground can die very quickly. And so again, very important that we don't get antifreeze.
There's a difference,
but there's a big difference there. And propylene glycol is FDA approved to be in all kinds of food. It's in many, many human foods, so it's not the culprit.
And in fact, they haven't pulled that from the shelves.
And again, that's another big thing. Purina and all these big companies, they want to, we've seen so many pet food recalls in the last 10 years, and they pull foods very quickly if there's a concern, and this food has not been pulled off the shelves. So I think Purina totally believes it's frivolous, and I mean, the jury's out right now. We'll see how things go.
All right, let's turn the corner here. And talk about these popular dog breeds. I never see my dogs
on the list.
I have shelter mutt chic is what I have. That's never at the top of the list, but the top 5.
Maybe it should be.
Should I go through the list? Here it is.
Here are the top 5. We have the Labrador Retriever, the German Shepherd, Golden Retriever, Bulldog, and Beagle. The Bulldog made the list for the top 5 for the first time. Talk about these dogs. Why are they so popular right now, and what are the benefits and drawbacks to each of these?
Well, I'll tell you what, I mean, it seems like over the years, many of these breeds are in this top 5 year after year, and a lot of that I think has to do with temperament. We talk about Labrador Retrievers, Golden Retrievers. I mean, talk about an animal that just absolutely has the best personality. Easy to train.
It's like Sean, best personality, see?
Easy to train.
Easy to train.
and they're friendly dogs. They're very great for families. Very protective. Lots of great traits in these dogs. And but again, a couple of the more important things is as people decide. I think as kids we all have a breed that we all like and think we're going to have. And when you mentioned mixes and mutts and crossbreeds, I think it's very cute and heartwarming to see a lot of kids coming in now to the veterinarian and saying that when they grow up they want to get a shelter dog, and that always just kind of warms my heart, makes me feel good that they're thinking about saving a life out there.
See, I like the way you think. Thank you so much, Dr. Tony, for joining us this morning. We appreciate it.
All right,
we'll talk to you again.
All right.
And there's his information on the screen. You can follow him by going to Twitter, DocTonyDVM.